Wands Alliances is the spiritual successor to Cortopia's cult classic magic jeweler, Wands. The team at 6D of Reviews were lucky enough to have early access over the last week or so and thought we might share some first impressions.
Which guy?
But, rather than a video of me playing the game for the first time and gibbering along inanely, I thought that Wands Alliances deserved a slightly more considered account of my early experience. That said, it should be noted early on that this is absolutely not a review. I only have about 2 hours under my belt at this point, and a very small amount of that time was spent playing against other human beings. For a game like Wands Alliances, which will build its success or failure off the back of its player base, it would be completely unfair to score the game until I've tried it in the wild, so to speak. What I can say, right off the bat though, is that what I've played so far is very, very good. Wands Alliances is an online 3 vs 3 magic battler that sees teams use powerful spells to attack each other at the same time as trying to arm or disarm a magical bomb that will in fact end the game. Team take turns on offense, which sees you trying to arm the Omega weapon, while the defensive teams spend their time launching all kinds of magical fury in order to thwart your attempts. Players enter the fray with a wand in each hand, each of which is equipped with 2 unique spells. The teams consist of 1 each of the 3 classes available, which can be broadly classified as offensive, defensive, and support. Each has its own set of unlockable spells to choose from, and its own style of play. This means that overall, Wands Alliances provides an enormous amount of ways to tailor the action to the way that you want to play it. These elements all feed into the real strength of Wands Alliances, which is a deeply nuanced strategic core to the gameplay. Between picking your individual loadout of spells and then fitting that into your strategic team loadout, there is huge scope for teamwork and tactics to take center stage. On top of this, there is also the tactical components of the action itself. Each map offers plenty of ways to use cover and verticality to set ambushes or flank opponents. It's great. The map design is actually a real highlight of the game, and the more the player gets familiar with them, the more opportunity there is to use the environment to your advantage. They are also, quite frankly, beautiful. The art direction is superb, and the textures and detail are at the upper end of what the quest produces, and overall the world of Wands Alliances is a joy to immerse yourself in. It's also worth noting that the action isn't all about tactics though, and there is plenty of room for raw gaming skill to win the day. Physically ducking and weaving is the core defensive strategy, and there are times when a shootout can feel like you're Harry Potter playing a mashup of Blast On and Crisis Brigade. Add to this the quick thinking switches between your spells and the need to hit the target under pressure, and you have something that is as exciting in the moment as it is tactically engaging. It's actually fucking brilliant. To be honest, my only concerns at this stage are around how the matchmaking will be administered and how quickly Cortopia will be able to roll out additional content. Wands Alliances clearly has a high skill cap, and very quickly random matches will become a trial by fire nightmare for noobs. Hopefully, some decent ranked matchmaking, coupled with a healthy player base, will keep the game accessible and thriving for some time to come. As for content, what is here is done very well, and is definitely enough for a launch, but it will start to get old soon enough. 1 or 2 more maps of this quality, along with at least a straight-up deathmatch mode, would be about all that it takes to satisfy the average player's attention span. At this point, I will stress again that I am absolutely not reviewing Wands Alliances in this video. I have not given it a fair trial in a live multiplayer setting, and I really cannot make a scored judgment. But what I am definitely able to do right now is recommend it, purely based on my experience so far. The truth is, I haven't been this engaged by a new game in quite a while. I find myself thinking about the game while I'm at work, and I find myself trying to find excuses to come in for another session when I'm at home with my family. This is usually a good sign. At this stage, well done, Cortopia. Well done indeed. If you like the cut of our jib, and would like to hear more of our gibberish, Click the subscribe button. Now.
Are they getting to our Omega? Or what's going on?